So what do you see in this picture? Find a river and there is a battery, there is a current flows. What?
Water?
Yes, it's not a very big question. The water flows. The next thing, the current flows. Isn't it? What is
Yes.
essential for the water to flow in an orderly fashion? And what is essential for the current to flow in an orderly fashion? There should be some difference should exist. What the difference will happen should exist for the river to flow in an orderly way?
So, to flow a current, there should be a closed path.
Closed path, or there should be in the high, the potential energy to transfer. Something should be in the high level, something should go to lower level.
Low level. Yes.
Then only water flows. Similarly, current can flow only when there is a potential difference. Difference, current cannot flow. Correct now, Suman?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
what do you think? What do you think that is necessary for the knowledge to transfer? Mr. Azim, please mute your mic. Mr. Azimi, can you mute your mic? Okay. Murali, can you mute, Mr. Okay. What do you need for the knowledge to transfer? What do you expect that? How do your knowledge is transferring?
So,
Person who,
Tell. Suman, tell.
a person who is transferring the knowledge should have enough knowledge on the subject, sir, and you should have good instructional capabilities and to assess the understanding of the person who's the seeker, to tell him in such a way that he will assimilate the things.
For example, okay. No, but just let us discuss another 2 minutes on this. You say that the person should be knowledgeable. Say, for example, a dam is full of water. Can you say without opening the dam, the water will flow? What
sir.
dam is having full of water? Somebody is having a lot of knowledge. Still, whether it will follow? It will flow to you? No, it will not flow. So, what is required for knowledge transfer? For what is happening, it's a knowledge to flow. You should have a submission to the person who is having knowledge. Knowledge will not flow. See, like a fruits, you can see a lot of pictures. Fruits are shown here. So many fruits are there. You can plug any number of fruits. Which fruits you first you plug? Which is in the nearby your range or reach or far away from your reach?
Definitely, sir, which is in the nearby range of our reach.
Okay. Is available in front of you, your seniors.
Yes.
When you are young people, when you join the organization, your seniors are the immediate people available with plenty of experience, knowledge, skills, attitude, and it is the immediate fruits you can get from them. So you should have privilege whenever you see come across seniors. Okay. So whenever you find seniors, you must try to follow their experience and ways to emulate them. Then only knowledge transfer will take place. Suppose I am trying to talk about some topic. You say that this I already know. Then I will not tell anything. I will stop telling. So knowledge transfers only from the seniors immediately. So we need not wait for anybody. You can get knowledge from them. But you should submit yourself. At the same time, is it required that only give knowledge? Not right. Anybody can give the knowledge. Whoever is having knowledge which you do not have, he can take from him. I have put one young guy photo here. So you people may not know who is he. He is the guy who is a not but today he has come all the way to Bangalore here to help me. So that is what I mean to say. Okay. personal thing, because everybody has got the unique characters, then only it will become a perfect team. As a team member, what you should do, you should be happy with whatever assignments they are given today. You should not compare that I can be given some other better task, not like that. Whatever the task given to you, you should be able to be perform well. And never treat your team members as your competitor. Only you compete on your own best. You need not to compete with any of your team members. And continuously you work on your skills and how to improve those skills. And avoid of fear of failures. When your boss is giving, one team lead is giving a task, don't afraid of doing that. Do it. Come forward. And always you evaluate yourself. Don't wait for some examiner or some assessor to evaluate you. So now again I would like to interact with you people. How do you expect a team lead to be? Do you agree with this statement? Do you agree with this statement?
I agree, sir. Should be coordination.
No, sir.
No. Okay. Yes and no. Good. That is required.
No, sir.
Now next question, whoever agreed first term, now will you disagree with the second term? Dharna? This is the thing we would like to hear from the panelists and our people. And do you need your team lead to be expert in everything?
No, sir.
Or he contributes the best on wherever he is accountable. And he is a person who enjoys the hard working. And he is accountable. So suppose you are doing a job, you are unknown to the job, you are trying your level best. Your boss or lead should be accountable for the outcome. Then you will be able to perform your task better. So now the high performing lead, how he differs from the normal lead? He sets only realizable goal. Suppose your team lead says, I don't know what the hell you will do. You have to get the things done. It means he's not the team lead. And motivates. He always motivates when he fails. He shares whatever he knows to you to carry out the task. And he helps you through your difficulties. When you are struggling, he will be with you. You will see that you are coming out of the crisis. So always I can tell you, read Wings of Fire by Abdul Kalam. You can read our team lead should be when the system or things fails. Our team lead should be when a thing becomes successful. And the team lead, when there is a high performing lead, he will see the same issue in a different perspective. He will not be a clueless person. He will be able to tell you different perspective of the same issue. Because of your inexperience, you may not be able to have the new perspective, and he will give you the new ideas which can win instead of the ideas which you are working on. So in a team, whether your team lead, I asked you some question, whether he should be expert or something. Going for the radar breakdown maintenance. Your team lead has given a certain task. You have done excellently, but still radar is not given back to the service. Will you be happy? You have done your job, but still the radar is not given back to service. It means you are part of a losing team. Though you might have done, your team should win. So our individual goals is not important. Team goals only important. So we should know how to handle the challenge and see the invisible inches as a team. And we should communicate properly. Whatever the goals, team goals are there, everyone should know what they are going to do today. Okay? And they should be accountable and task designed. So if you are in a team, 10 people are there. Today, you are all going for the pre-monsoon maintenance checks of radar. You should know very clearly what is your responsibility, what is your accountability. Individually, you should know. If you are not knowing that, if your team is not a high-performing team, you are just a group of people. You have gone there, then you all will stand, look at each other. It should not be that way. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So, when you are a high-performing team, you understand not your capability, you understand the team's capability. So today when we are going for certain major work, you know what our team is capable of doing. And you understand the performance gap. It means you know what you are capable of doing, what you are expected to do, and what your colleagues or your team member has got a unique positive or negative. So you should be able to address the performance gap so that you will understand the total things. And you will never boast about your individual performance. You will always benchmark your team performance. Do you know what is benchmark? No problem if you don't know. Suppose today you are able to process certain task. You are able to carry certain task in 10 minutes. So tomorrow when you are doing the same task, you should benchmark yourself. Don't need to compete with anybody. You benchmark yourself and do your performance so that you compete with yourself. So whatever I am saying as a high performance team, this is what we are planning to discuss. See, knowing things are different. Practicing things are essentially, it is very, very different. Everybody may be knowing better than this, but how do we practice? That is only matter. Thank you for joining with me. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.